The project is based on curricular media and information literacy approach for developing skills in all areas of knowledge, such as math, geography, history, biology, Portuguese language, and of course, digital skills. However, the most important aspect of this project goes way beyond development of curricular skills. It empowers teachers and students to produce media and act as change makers in their community. For the educators, it's a turnaround. Who'd ever think to assign homeworks that go live and impact the lives of hundreds of people? Or have their kids interviewing the Ministry of Culture? And yes, they just do it. And you might be asking, how's that possible, Yuri? It's not about, it's not only about technology. As it has been said in the previous sessions, the news agents in schools create an environment of protagonism and active learning for students, where they are challenged to produce content and direct impact on the reality around them. And yes, they learn the process of scripting, recording, and editing so their own voice can be heard in interviews, podcasts, videos, and other media throughout their community and up to the world. In this sense, the improved skills and competencies outlined in the curriculum, but they match that with simultaneously developing autonomy, responsibility, initiative, expression, and various other essential social-emotional attributes for life. And how this experiences comes to life. We have the example of an indigenous Pataxó teacher woman who had the film she and her students joint produced, exhibited in a national movie festival in Rio de Janeiro. The film shot in the Coroa Vermelha site in Bahia highlights the ancestral struggles of the Pataxó people. So we are very serious when we talk about leaving no one behind in the context of the 2030 agenda commitments. By using technologies in a pedagogical context, in an indigenous village, the history, identity, and struggles of the community really crossed borders and went national. But Shafika, you asked for the aha moments. I have some more here to share with you. The first of all is that the kids, after all, do engage when they are trusted and given some space to express themselves. And media technology is just great for that. And the second one is that it's never about brand new tech. It's about creating. We've heard that a lot here today. You can always improvise tech replacements, but hardly replace someone's drive to express or create. And there is a huge, the third aha moment is that there is a huge difference between doing homework and creating media for the real world, for families and friends, for an actual purpose. And by design, our teacher training program brings together educators side by side with students. They learn a lot with each other, especially regarding technology. And last but not least, the kids' excitement is contagious. Our work, the teacher's work, is better when the students are happy. We are happier when they are happy. And this experience, the news agents experience, has been so intense and fruitful that the education secretary demanded an expansion of the initiative. We were like 83 agencies, and now in this year, we are going up, we're scaling up to 770. We have other technology intensive initiatives here developing right now in the Instituto Anísio Teixeira. One of them is focusing in greening digital education. We are in the processes of building a network of mini climate stations so we can distribute them all over the schools in Bahia, and the learners will be able to study by measuring their own climate data in their own towns, in their own contexts. And we are also excited, very excited about our partnership with UNESCO in the technology-enabled open schools for all projects, so we can develop it, other tech-intensive initiatives for teachers in the countryside of Bahia. But I guess that's a tale for another 5 minutes, so I get back to you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Yuri. Those are really fascinating tales that you can share with us. And we look forward to hearing much more inspiring stories because there's so much to learn from your experience, especially in terms of the scale with which you work, which has examples and insights for many countries. So thank you very much for sharing. Ms. Kushkarova, please tell us about your experience.
Oh, thank you very much, Shafika. Today I want to talk about a crucial issue facing education in Uzbekistan, how teachers, especially those in rural areas, can integrate technology in their teaching despite significant barriers. When we talk about marginal areas in our context, we mean teachers who are left behind due to poor infrastructure and lack of digital access. While teachers in urban areas are more advantaged to have facilities, there are still teachers in remote villages with unstable electricity, unreliable internet, and very few resources for professional growth. So among them, female teachers face even bigger challenge. You might know that many female teachers have to balance full-time teaching with household duties, leaving time, little time for training, for CPD, for themselves. Before we even discuss digital tools and how to use these tools in the classroom, we must admit that many of these teachers face more basic struggles because of low digital literacy. In rural Uzbekistan, teacher training often lacks hands-on engagement, leading to low retention of new skills. Rural teachers also struggle to access continuing professional development CPD activities offline, and online opportunities can provide them with more opportunities, again, provided that they have proper connection. Because offline workshops often are held in major cities, far from rural schools, and it's difficult for teachers to attend them sometimes. So we have many problems, but despite these obstacles, we have seen teachers that really make a difference when they're given right tools. In Uzbekistan, where the percentage of teachers and students who have laptops and personal computers at home is still not very high, 21% of the total population, including teachers, is digitally connected through mobile phones. And the mobile apps are very helpful. For example, probably like in most countries during COVID lockdown, it helped teachers to connect with their students and parents. I remember my trainee teachers who, after receiving the training on Telegram is a kind of WhatsApp application here in Uzbekistan. And so they started sending short videos to students who had limited access to the internet in their homes. And Telegram app doesn't require much, traffic. So, and the impact was that they started overperforming their peers even in urban areas. So I think this is just a sign that how education technologies and technologies itself can help students. So another aha moment came when a group of teachers learned how to use such simple application as Mentimeter, for example. They use it to engage teachers. We use it to engage teachers in the training room, but they use it to engage students. And it is simple, easy to use technology. And this application and many others are free and they are available. They have a low threshold and they can be transferable to their own classrooms and used to brainstorm the ideas, run opinion poll, even assess students in the more engaging way. This really helps to teach with a focus on learner engagement, putting a learner to the center of the process. And it helps to develop their critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills. Also, another example could be that when I showed teachers how to use Google Earth, you know this app, they found it very effective to use, and they can use it to teach history, geography, science, And the learners are those who benefited from them because they were thrilled to have a chance to virtually travel to Rome, to London, to visit Machu Picchu or African safari parks, not leaving their homes and even in the classroom. These can significantly increase student motivation and bring fun and lots of learners' aha moments in the classroom. This is, for me, when learning happens, and this is the most crucial moment in education. Also, using these tools help teachers themselves to overcome the technology fear, so-called, because they start enjoying the process. And when people enjoy something, the fears, they go away. And teachers start using education technologies, and not because they have to do that, but because they want to do that. And this is the most important thing, I think. So one of the most effective strategies that we're implementing in teacher training in Uzbekistan is professional development days, when teachers have a chance to talk to each other, when they gather in cluster schools, and when they share experiences, including experience of using technology in the classroom. So when internet connection is not available, we use preloaded mobile apps, and this works well even without internet connection. This helps teachers access quality training on their own time, at their own pace. Additionally, peer mentorship programs at schools can help where technologically advanced teachers, more technologically advanced teachers support their less experienced colleagues. And this has been proven to be effective. The integration of technology into learning should be not just a privilege, it should be the right. So everyone should have access to this and should be trained how to use it. Because just to make it happen, we have to do lots of things. We have to improve infrastructure. We have to provide targeted support to female teachers, first of all, because in Uzbekistan, 78% of teachers are women. We should create low-cost, accessible training opportunities because, frankly speaking, pedagogy can work without technology and with technology, but technology itself cannot work without pedagogy and without proper teacher approach to use it. This is why it's important that schools not only have infrastructure and facilities, but also provide teachers with proper training. In Uzbekistan, we have a very big support from the current minister, Hilal Umarova, who is being a great female leader herself, is a great supporter of IT as well, being from that professional area. And with the support of UNESCO, UNICEF, World Bank, we're starting a big initiative on supporting teachers how to use EdTech and AI in their classroom. And as part of this project, we're developing, for the first time, we're developing digital competencies framework for teachers. This document is going to be adapted from the global framework document, but this will be very close to our own context. The road ahead is not easy, but every step forward, no matter how small, brings Uzbekistan closer to an education system where no teacher, no student is left behind. I hope to share with you later with the results of this reform. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nargiza, and we're really looking forward to hearing more about those results. And thank you also for highlighting the issue around access to digital learning really being a right and not a privilege, and some very important points about taking small steps, because we know that through small wins, we can actually catalyze big changes in social systems like education. So thank you for highlighting those. So thank you to both you and Yuri for your very insightful comments